What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Scale News Update. If you're not familiar with the show, this is where we talk about the news topics that happened in the scale world of RC over the last week. If you enjoy these videos, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss future updates. But let's jump into this week's topics. First of all, we've got some new option part releases from Element RC. Now, this is for their Enduro platform, and it includes a set of machined gears as well as a 6-bolt locker to go with those. And there's also some option parts that they're releasing, including a full set of shocks. These are likely for people who want to use the Element shocks on other vehicles. The Element shocks are a really nice shock. They're a little bit larger bore, so they don't have the same scale look that you may see in some other options, but they do use some very familiar and very proven associated shock design. So they're a fantastic shock. These shocks for a set of 4 come in at $89. Not a bad price. They do have a plastic cap and shock collar, but the body and the adjuster are aluminum. They have a really nice bronze style coating and do include springs as well. Along with those parts, they also released separately one of their decal sheets. They've included some pretty high quality decal sheets with several of their vehicles and vehicle kits in the recent past. So now you can pick up one of those separately also if you'd like. Check out the links in the description below. You can go check out those parts for yourself on the Element RC website. Next, we've got a release from Proline, and this is the Interco Traxxas tire. Traxxas, I'm not exactly sure how you're supposed to say this one. This is a licensed version of an Interco tire. This just another style, but what I do really like is the size of this tire. It's not quite as large as many of the other tires that are being released right now, and it's kind of this weird zone of tires that there isn't much available in that like 4.5 to 4.65 range, specifically anything with a narrower width so that it looks more proportional and more scale. These do look good as far as proportions and scale go. If you like the tread pattern of Interco tires, then you'll probably like these. Myself, I've never really been a big fan of Interco tires. It's just one of those things I've never really liked. The TSLs are one of the better performing scale tires you can get. However, I just have never liked the style. If you're interested in them, I'll put a link to those on the Proline website in the description below. This week, while browsing the AMain site, I saw that there was a pre-painted option for a Defender body from Traxxas. This is the full big body Defender that they've released on the TRX4 in the past, and now you can get it in a pre-painted with the exo cage, the whole deal. It's an expensive body set though, and you know, if you're after a Defender body, then okay, it's a good option, but it does use that 12.8-inch wheelbase. It's not necessarily something standard to fit other vehicles easily. It's just another option, but it does have the clear windows rather than the painted ones that came on most of the RTRs. I believe that this orange one, along with the green one that I saw also on AMain's site, those were available on possibly some special edition style TRX4s. So if you really were always after that look, then maybe this is the chance for you to pick that up without having to buy a whole new one. Otherwise, I guess you just really have to like Defenders. I'll link to those on AMain's website in the description below, though you can go check those out for yourself. I also found while browsing this new 132nd Orlando model. Now, this is a tiny little cell phone sized RC that you can pick up. And this one is actually a full independent front suspension kit. I've seen these kits from them in the past and they were all solid axle. This one now fully independent up front. But if you're looking for a cell phone sized crawler to play with on your desk, you've got yet another option to go along with several of the ones that have been available previously. For you owners of the Vanquish VFD transmission that comes either in the VFD transmission kit or the VS410 Pro, there is now a 21% machined gear overdrive set for the transfer case in that VFD transmission. So you can pick this up and replace the gears that come in that transfer case, and you can have a 21% overdrive. This is a much more aggressive level of overdrive. This is usually going to be aimed at people who are looking at being a little bit more competitive or really trying to eke out all of the performance rather than go for, you know, efficiency on the trail. But if you fall into that category, then you can pick these up, available right now on the Vanquish Products website. A completely new brand has popped up in the RC world, and this is called Speed RC Cars. Now, while that name may sound like it could have come from someone who was really just trying to come up with anything that fit, this is actually from Robbie Gordon and the Speed Energy crew over there, and they came out with these 1/14 scale stadium super trucks. Those are the trucks that you'll usually see running on pavement circuits with jumps everywhere. They're really fun and impressive to watch in person. the full-size ones, that is. These little 1/14 scale versions are an aluminum chassis base at least, and they've got a metal drivetrain as they state. It is interesting to see that this 1/14 scale vehicle actually includes a 550 can motor, more than I would have imagined that these vehicles would have come with. They have aluminum bodied shocks as well, but they do come with a fairly steep price tag for a 1/14 scale car at around $150. I imagine that you'll see these for sale at events specifically, but you can also go to speedrccars.com and see the details, and I believe you can purchase them right through there. Robbie Gordon definitely likes to put his hands in a lot of different cookie jars, so this really not that surprising that to see them come out with their own brand of RC cars, and will be interesting to see if they expand that at all, or if they're just trying to come up with something to be a companion to the Stadium Super Truck series so that they can sell them alongside that. Previously, Robbie Gordon did have models of a Traxxas Slash with his name and livery on the side. Not sure if that's something that ended a while ago and he wanted to get into it for that reason. A little bit hard to say, but I believe that's why the whole Speed Energy thing became a thing. I think he used to be with Red Bull, ended that and started his own. Although I've never actually seen a Speed Energy drink. So if this is something you're actually interested in, or you just want to check out what's happening, there's a link to the website in the description below. This week in drag racing, there's been a new release from J Concepts. They've got a new Nova 2 body. This is actually a one-piece body. They've had some options in the past that were multiple pieces. Now they've got a new one-piece option. Along with that body, they also teased the new version of tires that they're going to come out with. They've had the Hotties drag racing tires previously, but now they're going to have a belted option. And they're also going to be coming out with some new wheels. These are a tactic wheel, they called them. They look very similar to the Pomona wheel from Proline, but they are in a chrome finish, at least from what I've seen on the initial teaser images. They're not listed on the website yet, but I'm sure we'll see them on there soon. And on that topic, we've been seeing the rise of the no prep drag racing stuff, steadily over the last year. We've seen tons of new products being released from bodies and tires from Proline and J Concepts and others as well. So along with that, of course, there is events that are popping up, and one popped up this last week, which is going to be a $100 buy-in cash days in Vegas. Definitely a pretty steep buy-in, but it's Vegas, why not? So probably going to try and head down to that. That's on February 29th. Think about making it to the Vegas area towards the end of February. Think about checking that out. And then the biggest news from last week, we have official information on this week, and that is the re-release of the Axial SMT10 Gravedigger and the addition of a raw builder's kit of the SMT10. It was really cool to see them add this raw builder's kit version and bring back the Gravedigger. But the nice thing about the Gravedigger's re-release is they're re-releasing it at $299, a great price. While we didn't see a heavy redesign or much of a redesign of anything other than some swapping of electronics to Horizon branded things, as well as a 550 can motor instead of a 540 can, beyond that, it's basically the exact same truck, which is fine as long as we saw a price decrease, which we did. They also did add metal gears in the transmission while they were at it. In the end, I think they did a really good job with this re-release of that thing. And then adding the raw builder's kit for $199 is an extra bonus. A lot of guys are taking these vehicles and using very little of them when they're getting way into the competition or just performance side of these trucks. So stripping it down to just the bare bones to give them a base to start with was a really nice option. I think it's been a positive thing to see this continuation of the raw builder's kit from Axial, from just the SCX-10-2 version that they had previously, to now include the SMT-10 as well. So if you're looking to buy a monster truck, you can either get the green chassis Gravedigger with the licensed Gravedigger body and 2.2 size monster truck tires with, of course, the radio gear, speed controlled motor, servo, even if it's just a ready to run quality Spectrum servo. Or do you save yourself $100 and get the black chassis version without a body, no tires, no wheels, because you're probably going to run the larger Claude size wheels and tires anyway? It makes it a pretty interesting value assessment each way. So I think that's a win. Which one are you guys going to choose? That will be the real question, and to see if the sales of what you guys actually say and what the market supports is the same thing. But that's gonna do it for this week's Scale News Update. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch these videos. Again, if you enjoy them, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already, hit the notification bell so you see the videos as soon as they get uploaded. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays or whatever you're celebrating or not celebrating. I hope you have a good week regardless. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you on the next one.